Okay, you guys, oh my gosh, this is too low. Hold on just a second. Okay, yeah, technology is wonderful. Okay, but I wanted to come in here because I haven't done one of these in a while. Because honestly, if I'm being truthful, I have not been prepping a whole lot just because I'm home now. When I worked full time, I definitely prepped like a mad woman most Sundays, and it worked. It really worked. It helped me stay on track. And since I've been home more, I just haven't had to prep as much. I would always plan my meals. I still plan my meals. I buy my groceries, and I mostly cook our dinners, and what we have left over for dinner is my lunch the next day. And I will still do that this week. But funny story, my sister lives down the road from me, and she has been struggling with her nutrition, and she was like, all right, Rachel, I will pay you to prep my meals, which I probably won't make her pay me. But anyway, so we sat down last night together, and I helped her come up with a meal plan. And like I told you guys, I don't know if I've told you yet, but I was asked to do the Shift Shop test group. And, you know, I made a meal plan for last week, or for next week, but whenever I sat down and started to look at the Shift Shop meal plan, I kind of changed it because one thing, Shift Shop, they give you meal plans. Like, you guys have access to these same meal plans that's in the Shift Shop under program materials. All you have to do is go and look, find your calorie bracket. You can actually follow those meal plans with any workout program that you're doing. And so that's a really good resource. But I really love the Shift Shop meal plan because it's 3 weeks and they follow a carb depletion process. And that just means that each week you reduce the amount of carbs that you're eating. So in week 1, I will have 2 carbs, 2 yellow containers. Week 2, 1 yellow container. And then by week 3, I'm not eating any, like, I'm eating squash. And that's about it but that's counted as a vegetable. So I up my vegetables and proteins, and I reduce my carbs, and it is really kind of like a shredding out process. And so that is what I'm doing. But also in Shift Shop, you only get certain carbs. Like, the list is much smaller. So this week my carbs will be things like sweet potatoes, black beans, butternut squash. Next week I can only have potatoes and squash, and then by week 3, like I said, it's just squash. So you guys can go and look at that. It's all there in your Beachbody On Demand. But it's pretty cool. And I would definitely, if you're looking for like a quick, like kind of shred out type of plan, definitely Shift Shop for sure. But anyways, all that besides, what have I been prepping today? So for me, this week, I'm mostly just prepping my lunches because I will be home to cook my dinners, and I have those planned out. I'm following a lot of those meal plans, those recipes I shared with you guys in the Reclaim the Kitchen document. If you did not get that, will you please just message me? I don't know why. Some of you guys are getting it and some of you guys are not. It doesn't make any sense, but I'm happy to send it through Messenger. But I'm following a lot of those things, like the butternut squash soup I'm going to have this week with chicken. I can't remember. I'm blank right now. I know I have pork tacos on there. Other than that, I'm just blank. But you guys can see it for yourself. But my lunches. So Emily, my sister, and I are going to be having, I grilled some burgers. Some really lean burgers. I like to get the burgers pre-made at Sam's. They're super lean, like 90% lean ground beef. And then I roasted some sweet potatoes. You can see back here, that's my yellow. In my Instant Pot, right here, I have got some salsa chicken cooking, and that is like, all I did was put chicken in there. It was thawed chicken breasts, a couple of onions I sliced up. Sorry, my thing is crooked. Some bell peppers. I think I chopped like 3 bell peppers, and I put this Trader Joe's, like half a packet of taco seasoning in there, as well as then I poured some salsa over top of it, and then I put a little bit of chicken stock in the bottom, and you turn it on manual. I did it for 20 minutes, and that's a pressure cooker, and it's just going to cook it in 20 minutes, and it's really good. And so I made up these little containers of veggies, and Emily is going to eat black beans and corn. I will maybe one day. The black beans hurt my belly if I eat them too much. So I'm going to put that on there, as well as the sweet potatoes. And those are our lunches. And so it's kind of thoughtless. It does take some time. It takes a little bit of energy. It takes a little bit of work on a Sunday or Saturday or Monday afternoon. But we have our food for our lunches, and snacks will just be things like boiled eggs and apples, or apples and almond butter and almonds. And so we keep it really simple, guys. Like, our food can have tons of flavor. The sausage chicken is amazing. Cheeseburgers, I mean, I get to have a cheeseburger. I seasoned my sweet potatoes with garlic powder, onion, salt and pepper. Sometimes I do like the taco seasonings on that, but I didn't today. But they are so good roasted. So good roasted. Okay, so like all that comes together, and I'll have my lunches this week, and I'll stay on track, and I don't have to think about it. Like, when I'm home or away, I can just grab a container, and that's my lunch. So I hope that helps. If you guys have any questions, definitely let me know. Or if you have any tips, like, what are you making today? What are you prepping today? Lunches and dinners? I have one challenger who she preps every single meal that she eats on Sunday for her and her family, and that works really well for her. Some people don't prep at all, but they have the food in the pantry or the refrigerator, and they know what containers they're supposed to eat, or they're following 2B mindset, and they just eat what they want when they want it. So it works differently for everybody, but prep does help me. It helps me stay on track with my lunches and my snacks. So I'm really committed to doing this for the next 3 weeks while I do Shift Shop. Okay? Hope you guys have a good afternoon. Bye.